Every single time Pearl Watts appears beside Morris Sam, fans immediately notice one thing loudly fire: the energy changes completely. And it's honestly becoming impossible for viewers to ignore anymore, because what started as simple movie chemistry has now turned into one of the most talked about screen connections. Online weary-faced people keep asking the same question over and over again. What exactly does Pearl Watts do that keeps Morris reacting differently whenever she's around Broken Heart? Because fans are convinced there are specific things she naturally uses that make him completely locked in emotionally and physically loudly crying face. And honestly, after watching several scenes carefully, viewers believe there are three major things responsible for this entire obsession flush collision. The first thing everybody keeps mentioning is Pearl Watts' top-notch acting ability, and this is not even regular acting anymore, because viewers believe her emotional delivery feels way too real sometimes. One thing that separates Pearl from many actresses is how naturally she enters emotional scenes without looking forced. Weary face fans say whenever she's acting with Morris Sam, there's this emotional tension that immediately pulls him deeper into the performance. Broken Heart, and the craziest part is that you can actually see it happening on screen. Loudly crying face. Sometimes Morris starts a scene looking calm and controlled, but before the scene finishes his expressions become softer, more emotional, and more connected. Collision viewers believe Pearl's acting forces him to respond naturally, because her reactions feel authentic. Flushed face. Another thing fans noticed is how Pearl Watts uses her eyes during emotional scenes. People online have been talking non-stop about how she maintains eye contact in ways that instantly create tension. Whenever she stares at Morris during serious conversations, viewers say it feels less like scripted acting and more like genuine emotional connection. Weary face. And honestly, this is one of the biggest reasons fans became addicted to watching them together. Broken Heart, because people love chemistry that feels believable, and Pearl seems to understand exactly how to create that naturally loudly crying face. There are scenes where she barely even says anything, but the expressions alone completely dominate the moment. Collision fans also noticed that Pearl understands timing extremely well. Flushed face. She knows when to pause, when to smile softly, when to react emotionally, and when to stay silent. And those tiny details end up making the scenes feel deeper than they should. Morris Sam himself is already known for emotional acting, but viewers believe Pearl somehow pulls even stronger reactions out of him. Broken Heart people say he looks more emotionally invested whenever he acts beside her, and that's exactly why fans cannot stop replaying their scenes online. Weary face, because the connection feels layered instead of flat. Loudly crying face. Some viewers even believe Pearl's acting confidence is part of the reason Morris seems so comfortable around her. Collision, because when two actors trust each other emotionally, the chemistry becomes smoother. Flushed face fans say Pearl never looks nervous beside him, and that confidence creates stronger romantic tension. Naturally loudly crying face. There's this calmness in the way she delivers lines that makes the scenes flow effortlessly. And honestly, audiences can feel when actors genuinely enjoy performing together. Broken Heart. The second thing fans keep talking about is Pearl Watts' body movement, especially the way dancing influenced her physical expressions. And this is where things become really interesting, because viewers noticed that Pearl moves differently from many actresses. There's rhythm in her movement, even during ordinary scenes. Weary face. The way she walks, the way she turns, the way she reacts physically during conversations all carry this smooth, natural flow. Broken Heart fans say it gives her presence extra energy whenever she appears beside Morris Sam. Loudly crying face. People online specifically keep mentioning her confidence during dance-related moments. Collision. Whenever Pearl dances or moves playfully, fans instantly notice Morris's reactions. Flushed face. There's usually this smile or focused attention he gives her that viewers cannot stop analyzing, and honestly many fans believe dancing gave Pearl better body awareness, which makes her scenes feel more expressive. Instead of standing stiffly, she uses natural gestures and movements that make the chemistry feel alive. Broken Heart. Another thing audiences noticed is how Pearl uses playful body language during romantic scenes. Sometimes she leans slightly closer, sometimes she moves softly during conversations, and sometimes she reacts with expressive gestures that make the scenes feel flirtier naturally. Weary face viewers believe these small movements create stronger emotional attraction on screen. Collision, because chemistry is not only about dialogue. Physical energy matters too. Flushed face. And Pearl seems to understand how to use movement to make scenes more emotionally charged. Fans also keep replaying behind-the-scenes clips. Because of this exact reason, loudly crying face, they say Pearl's dancing energy makes her feel more vibrant around Morris Sam's broken heart. Even in casual moments, there's usually this playful rhythm in the way she behaves, and viewers think Morris responds strongly to that energy-weary face. Sometimes he starts laughing more freely around her, and fans immediately interpret it as proof that her presence affects his mood positively. Social media users even pointed out that Pearl's movements help make emotional scenes look less rehearsed flushed face, because instead of acting mechanically, she reacts fluidly like someone genuinely living inside the moment. Loudly crying face, this creates realism, and realism is exactly what fans crave. Many viewers now believe her physical confidence is one of the biggest reasons their scenes feel addictive. Broken heart, because audiences don't just watch romance. They feel it through body language too. Loudly crying face. The third thing fans constantly mention is Pearl Watts' physique flushed fire. And honestly, this topic dominates conversations online almost every single day. Loudly crying face viewers always talk about how elegant and attractive she looks on screen, and many fans believe her appearance naturally adds extra tension whenever she's beside Morris Sam's broken heart, because physical attraction plays a huge role in romantic chemistry, whether people admit it or not. Weary face fans say Pearl carries herself with strong confidence, and that confidence makes her even more captivating. Loudly crying face, the way she dresses, the way she poses, and the way she presents herself on camera all contribute to the reactions people keep seeing online. Viewers believe Morris visibly notices her presence during scenes, because there are moments where his attention seems completely locked on her flushed face, and honestly, fans notice everything, even the smallest facial reaction becomes discussion material immediately. Another thing viewers mention constantly is how Pearl's physique